Hello students, how are you? Hopefully you are fine. Today our topic of discussion is eye. After watching this complete video, you will be able to answer all those questions which are related to this topic known as eye. First of all, we discuss about all those questions which are related to this topic, like what is the function of eye, how eye perform their function as a receptor, how our body protect eye, what do you know about the layer of eye, what are chamber of eyes, what is the pathway of light, what do you know about rod cell and cone cell, describe the function of rod cell and cone cell, describe the most sensitive layer of eye, and also discuss the defect of eye. First of all, we discuss how eye work as a receptor. Are you know what is receptor? Receptors are all parts of our body which receive stimulus. What is the stimulus? Any change in environment which can provoke our body to show response. For example, light, for example, heat, for example, cold. These are all changes which stimulate our body to show response, and all those organs which receive these stimulus. For example, our skin is known as receptor, our eyes are the example of receptor, how our ears, tongue and nose are all the example of receptor. These are specific organs which receive stimulus from environment and show response. How our body protect our eyes? First of all, we discuss our eyes located into a small portion of our skull known as eye orbit or eye sockets. Our eyelids wipe our eyes and also prevent them from dehydration. Tears are also present in our eyes. These tears contains antimicrobial effect against bacteria. So bacteria cannot produce infection in our body in the presence of these tears. And eyelashes also perform their excellent role to prevent those particles, those foreign particles which are trying to enter in our eyes. Now we discuss about the layer of eye. The outermost layer of eye is known as sclera, which is white in color, connective tissue and dense in nature. Also protect the inner layer of the eye and give a specific shape to the eye. Sclera in front of lens become cornea, which is responsible for entrance of light rays into eye and bend them in order to broaden them into a specific focus. Second layer of our eye is known as choroid, which is dark in color, and dark color of choroid is responsible for the prevention of disruptive reflections in our eye. This layer also contains blood vessels. Inside the cornea, choroid may form iris, and inner side of iris contain a hole known as pupil. Size of pupil is adjustable according to the relaxation and contraction of iris. There are two types of muscle present in iris. First one is circular muscle and second one is radial muscle. Now we discuss about the contraction of circular muscles and radial muscle. We see that what happened when circular muscles contract and what happened when radial muscle contract. First of all, if circular muscles contract, then the size of iris become elongated. Both iris become elongated, and due to the elongation of iris, size of pupil become reduced. This happened when circular muscles of iris may contract, but if the radial muscle of iris may contract, then the size of iris becomes short, and when the size of iris becomes the short, then the size of pupil increase. This happened when radial muscle of iris become contract. So pupil constrict in bright light and pupil dilate in dim light with the help of muscles of iris. In choroid, there are ciliary muscles are also present, which are attached with suspensory ligament, and suspensory ligament hold the lens. So all the parts that is present in choroid are known as iris, pupil, ciliary muscles, suspensory ligament and lens. The most inner and sensitive layer of eye is known as retina. As we know, it is the third layer of eye. It is sensitive because it contains photosensitive cell like rod cell and cone cell. Rod cell is responsible for the vision in dim light, and cone cell is responsible for the vision in bright light. Retina has 2 points. First one is fovea, just opposite to the lens. It contains rod cell and cone cell. Mostly it contains cone cell, which are responsible for bright light, and it also contains another part known as optic disc, which do not contain rod cell and cone cell, so it is also known as blind spot. It is responsible for the creation of optic nerve and then send this optic nerve to brain for the sensation of vision. Our eye contain 2 chambers. Iris divide our eye into 2 chambers. The chamber that is present in front of iris and between cornea is known as anterior chamber, and the chamber that is present behind iris is known as posterior chamber. Both contain fluid. The fluid that is present in anterior chamber is known as aqueous humor, and the fluid that is present in posterior chamber is known as vitreous humor. Further we discuss about the passage of light. First of all, light fall on cornea, then aqueous humor, then passes from pupil, then lens, then vitreous humor. Lens focus light on retina. Retina contain rod cell and cone cell, which generate optic nerve, send them to brain for sensation of vision. We discuss about 2 type of cell present on retina or specific point known as fovea. First one is rod cell, which is made up of a specific substance known as rhodopsin. If our body lack rod cell, this occur due to deficiency of vitamin A, and it may cause night blindness. It may cause a disorder known as night blindness, and a person which is suffering from this disease is known as night blind. The next cell that is present in fovea is known as cone cell, which is formed by a specific protein or specific substance known as iodopsin. There are 3 types of iodopsin which are specific for each basic color. For example, a specific iodopsin for blue color, specific iodopsin for red color, and specific iodopsin for green. If a single iodopsin is missing from our body, we cannot differentiate in basic color known as red, green and blue. So a person lack iodopsin, so a person which have defective iodopsin is known as color blind, and the disease of this person is known as color blindness. This person are not able to distinguish between three basic colors. In the end, we discussed about disorder of eye. Two basic disorders related to eyes are myopia and hypermetropia. In case of myopia, eyeball become elongated, and due to elongation of eyeball, a person cannot see the distant object clearly because image is formed in front of retina. If we treat this disorder, we have to use concave lens for this purpose. But in case of hypermetropia, if we write all the point opposite to myopia, for example, when eyeball becomes shortened, due to shorten of the eyeball, a person cannot see nearest object clearly because image is formed behind retina. And if we want to treat disorder, we have to use a convex lens for this purpose. Thank you for watching.